Okay, hello. That's better. How you doing? Hey Ceylon T, how you doing? How you been? Oh, jeez, excuse me a second. Gross. Okay, where were we? So we should, I think, finish this off tonight. I do have to leave pretty much 8:30 on the dot, so hopefully we can get it done before then. But we're like a decent ways there. Whoa. What happened to all this stuff? Why is this is all uncovered now? Did I just buy a whole bunch of things? Must have done. I'm gonna skip that because that's kind of not important. I remember that. Oh yes, we just murdered an old lady. Fond memories. Ooh. Oh. I'm guessing so, pretty soon. And this one, I guess this might be an important one.
Let me tell you of Ravencloft, a quarry Meave passed by. A quarry with a dark history. For years earlier, its wall had collapsed, burying dozens alive. Scholars summoned from Oxenfurt were unanimous in their findings. The rock was fragile, further digging would likely cause slides. Meave had heeded the scholars' advice and closed the quarry by royal decree.
But I'm guessing someone snuck in and killed a bunch of people, as is per the usual. But yeah, I mean, we should be able to fight our son pretty soon.
Yet now, as she neared it, Meave could hear the even tap of pickaxes. She dispatched scouts to investigate. They returned promptly, their faces sullen, their cloaks blanched with a fine limestone dust.
Quarry's open anew, Your Grace. Nilfgaardians. They've got folk in the pit working it. Appear to be from the surrounding villages.
Interesting. Their engineers have found a way to render it safe. Secure the walls.
I'd say that's right unlikely, Majesty. Judging by the fresh graves we saw.
Oh shit, so they're digging the quarry walls. And then when the rock collapses onto people and kills them, they just bury them and get a new thing of slaves in.
The Queen then
Brutal.
turned to Reynard, as ever at her side.
Reynard, what do you advise?
As a soldier, my Queen, I'd advise against any kind of assault. The terrain's hard, unsuitable for a fight, and we've little to gain from a victory. As a man, however...
Yes?
To leave our folk in chains, in that death trap. 'Twouldn't be right.
If I were to calculate in heart and mind, keep note of gains and losses,
Began Meave.
I'd bend the knee to the Imperials, just as Willem did. But bloody arithmetic won't dictate my course. For I do what's
That's what I always
just.
used to say
I do
in
what's
maths
right.
class.
Follow me!
Her troops followed without hesitation, swords in hand, their hearts afire.
That exact line too. My maths teacher would just look at me and go, "Ugh, you dickhead." No, I wish I had that kind of articulation. Eliminate all the slave drivers. Well, easy peasy. I must have got like 40 health. Actually, our deck's kind of not bad anymore. It was, I mean, it's still shit, but it's just slightly less shit than it was before. Yeah, it'll do.
Those Horsens. Forcing my own subjects to fight us.
Life is mine now.
It's these ones. Damage an ally by 4 and boost other allies by 1. Seems like a bit of a shitty skill.
Alright, that's no problem.
Shuffle them into the deck. We could... I think if we kill them all, we'll win, so we might as well try and do as much damage as possible with the good old double whammy.
Watch your heads! Catch!
Slave hunter. Yikes.
Oh.
Wise choice.
Probably not. Although, it'd probably be hard to tell. The way this game works kind of just does whatever it fucking feels like. Although, I mean, maybe not, but it feels like that sometimes. I don't like that card very much.
Order!
Your Grace, if we begin killing the overseers, the labourers will turn against them.
Yeah, thanks, Raynard. Raynard? That's his name. You and you, I suppose. I was hoping for some traps. Pitfall traps.
Right.
That would literally just have finished this for us.
Used to be I hunted
Oh,
game.
hang on a second.
Men bring more coin.
Yep. Oh, they stole one of my soldiers.
I smell a leak. For your bow, anything.
The overseers are dead, Your Grace.
That was surprisingly easy. Usually, when there's like a kill the overseers type situation, it's like, here's the overseer, he has 370 health. Go fuck yourself.
The Lyrians handily dispatched the Nilfgaardian overseers, more trained in the ways of the whip than the sword. Those who survived now found themselves shackled in the very chains they'd forced the peasants to wear. Peasants. Oh, unfortunate souls. The cruel labor in the quarry had taken its toll. They stood before the Queen, shrunken to skin and bone, clothed in tattered rags, their eyes reddened by dust. But in those eyes burned a brilliant fire.
Oh, muzzle. Cool.
Grace, them black-clads treated us like dogs, stripped us of dignity. So we beg you, give us arms, let us march neath your banner. 'Tis a chance at revenge we seek, we want.
Reynard leaned towards Meave and spoke in a scarcely audible whisper.
Majesty, they've knout. Not boots, not even foot wraps. To equip the lot, train them, would cost a small fortune.
Luckily, I am absolutely fucking loaded.
'Tis true. They've nought to their names.
Said the Queen.
Have few skills to offer and little strength. But to look in their eyes is to know they'll never flee. Never throw down their arms. Such recruits are worth coin in any amount.
Emaciated, downtrodden, the peasants met the Queen's offer with gratitude. They relished the thought of facing their tormentors in a fight.
If they're like skin and bones, they must have some pretty deep fuel reserves to be able to look like they relish the thought of a fight. I suppose that's fair enough. I'd be pretty pissed off if I was taken a slave by the Nilfgaardians too. What the? For like the first time we're getting lag. Actual proper, well, I'm getting lag. The stream always fucking lags, no matter what, but... Oh, that's not good. Alright, that's fine. Might just be the fog or something. we go. So we got this fort here, then to make our way through here, and then that's it. I'm assuming this might not be the last time we play this. I'm just assuming that this is the last thing because this is like our goal the entire time. There could be more after this. Well, we have been playing for like a pretty decent amount of time. It's a very long game for what it is.
Mee's force reached Cavaldon, a small, run-down town.
The Blackclads, they've a strong garrison in place,
Proclaimed her scouts upon returning from a foray.
and they stand prepared for a siege. Their stores overflow, and we've seen ballistas, scorpions.
Cavaldon can be taken,
Began Reynard hesitantly.
but not without losses. Considerable losses.
A retreat. Is that what you advise?
I fear the soldiers wouldn't take to such a course. They're eager, Your Grace. They've a fire in them. Order a retreat and you could devastate morale.
I can safely say I've never heard that before. That if you order a retreat, you could devastate morale. Usually it's the opposite, I feel like. These people are just super bloodthirsty, aren't they?
Our losses may be heavy,
Said Neve, drawing her
Rightly
sword.
so,
but I'll make
I
certain
suppose.
the vile invader suffers even more. Order the troops to prepare. We will attack.
Soon after, the Lyrians moved on Cavaldon, war drums rumbling in step to their march. Upon the walls, the Nilfgaardians stood poised to defend.
Shortened battle. Are we gonna get help from inside the fort again like we did before? That'd be cool.
I won't leave a single city to these invader scum! For Lyria! For Rivia!
My, now that is some fancy weaponry. And it's still got that new war machine smell.
Wow. Hilarious.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
It's annoying that I can't go into the settings when we're in a fight. That annoys me quite a lot. Shuffle an ally. Honestly, I think it. We can wait. We can wait.
Order! We must bring down their walls! Crush them!
It just healed itself. Damage all enemies by 1. What? That doesn't seem fair.
It's not too late to walk away.
That's for forfeit. That's like, even when you, like, I just tried to get into the menu then. That's why it said forfeit. There's no, you can't get into the menu, you can't get into anything. You just have to, like, wait until the fight's over. That's why I asked for that. Even, like, just pressing the B button will open the do you want to forfeit menu. It's kind of annoying. Let me go into the menu.
This could hurt. Watch your heads.
Just want to turn the voices down a bit, they're very loud. Oh, lovely. She might survive for more than 3 seconds this time. Is it the gate? Every turn on the turn slot boosts your main ally by 2 and give it 2 armor, yeah. Okay. Two of these. Give us some more cards.
Left, right, left, right.
Retreat.
They really go in after Meve. Not Meve, Isbel. That's very, very annoying. Oh,
Cork it.
because she can do some crazy damage if you bring her out late enough. Unfortunately, she was a little bit early.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Water is a poison.
What? Did anyone understand that?
Wanna know why I got my scar?
I think one more turn and we'll use her, otherwise she'll be dead. You know what? She can probably survive a bit longer. Just makes cooldown. Ooh, actually. What have we got in the graveyard? Not a lot. Who's the highest and who's the lowest? That's right. $15, that's no point. Set units power equal to Mahakam Shield Bearer. There you go. That's actually a surprisingly useful skill. Not always, sometimes. Yep.
Life is mine now.
See, that's better. That can go very quickly, please. Seize a bronze enemy unit. What can we take? Let's take that. 30. That'll do a pretty decent amount of damage.
Wise choice.
Put it in here. Let's get out this thing again. And we'll get that and that.
What do you want of me?
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
And this will have a bunch that we can lower these down with. I think the fire will kill them. It's just going to take a little while. Are you fucking kidding me? Good. Good. That's a very annoying card. So I can't really do much here. We'll get her back out, and it's just this again, I guess.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that. It's fine though. Okay. Telling you, I thought this would be a bit quicker, but
yes,
the fire isn't being as reliable as it usually is. Lovely. It's pretty much all I can do. Oh my god, we are substantially ahead of them. Just get rid of that. And we might just pass on the next one. I don't think they can make that up. If they do, I'll be pissed.
How did that incantation go?
nothing. That is what you folk lack.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
We did it, Your Grace. The city is ours.
It's nice to be on the side that has just an insane amount more of points. Because usually I'm the one whiffing it big time.
The Nilfgaardians had indeed prepared well, with grapples to repel hook ladders from the walls and long spears to rain down upon attackers far below. Meve managed on the 4th attempt to breach the defences, but did so scrambling over the corpses of her own men.
Jesus.
The Queen was in the field tent when Reynard arrived with surprising news. To be heard over the groans of the wounded, he had to raise his voice.
Your Grace, a delegation of townsfolk. They seek an audience urgently.
Dozens of burghers stood before the tent. Between them and the Queen, a man knelt in shackles. His face was blooded as if he'd endured a vicious beating just moments before.
Who's this?
Our blacksmith, Todor.
Snarled a priestess in a frayed robe.
He betrayed you, Your Grace. Soon after the Nilfgaardians arrived, within hours in truth, he offered his labour and strength. They didn't even need to ask. Forged arms and armour for them, all for imperial gold.
Meve gripped the beaten man's beard, tugged upwards, and looked him in the eyes.
Did you forge the hooks and the tips for those spears?
I did, Your Grace.
It was fine work.
Growled the Queen.
Damned fine.
Show him mercy, milady!
Cried a withered old man in a flour-spattered apron.
When the black-clad bastards captured my son, they were eager to hang him. Todor spoke for him, saved his life.
He helped me too!
Hollered a woman in the crowd.
I were hungry. He shared what little he had.
I love that they are able to write the accent so well. It reads exactly as it sounds.
The townsfolk began shouting over one another. Some told of the blacksmith's noble deeds. Others labelled him a traitor, deserving of a cruel and violent end. Meve turned back towards the field hospital, pondering the case. Then spotted her soldiers' corpses laid out in rows.
Jesus.
Had it not been for Todor, there might not have been so many.
Well, no, because they would have just found another blacksmith. Like, I never really get that. If you're gonna pin that on someone, they would have just found another blacksmith. It's not like he was like the crux of this entire thing. He's just a blacksmith. No offense. Blacksmiths are like a dime a dozen back then.
This man forged arms for the Nilfgaardians. 'Tis true.
Said Meve to the crowd.
Yet you, Baker, baked the bread they ate. And you, Potter, stained the cups from which they drank. Willingly or not, each of you aided the invader. Where does pursuing one's craft end and treason begin? I've no answer to that. So I shan't punish any for doing merely what's theirs to do.
Upon hearing the verdict, the Queen's troops stared in disbelief, then began to boil. As she walked back calmly to the tent, they jeered and hissed. At the last, it took Reynard to calm them down. Meve had saved Todor, but she was convinced she'd not see the blacksmith again. Come evening, he returned to the camp, with a wagon full of arms so new they shone.
If it weren't for you, Your Grace,
Ooh.
they'd have torn me to bits with their bare hands.
He said, kneeling before her.
I thank you for speaking up for me. For my innocence, that is. I've a gift for you. A gift I knows you'll put to proper use.
Meve took a spear in hand, put it to her shoulder, and gazed down the shaft. The tip glowed red in the light of the setting sun.
Of that, my friend, you can be sure.
Cool. I always like new weapons. Considering we've had barely any. Wonder what that one does. Set a unit's power to 1 and trigger all allies' loyal abilities. I mean, that's good, but I think I prefer the just play 2 cards.
Freedom will cost us dear.
How could you, Your Majesty? He's crafted weapon for at Blackclad.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of loot here. Sweet.
Your Majesty, the hut's untouched. Ripe grain in the fields, 'tis hard to believe. I feared we'd have another Edirn here, with the Blackclads setting fire to all.
I feared nothing of the sort. Nilfgaard's not stupid. Lands it aims to hold, it doesn't destroy. And Willem did bend the knee to the Emperor.
There's a puzzle over there. This looks like it's just going to be a battle. Yeah. That's fine. We can do without those. I'm not a big fan of the standard battles because of how often I just screw them up. Because the majority of the game so far has been just these short ones. My queen, we found a sizable store of gold under the floorboards of the dwelling. It appears someone has hidden their life savings. What shall we do with it? Leave it for the owner? Should he ever return, or load it onto the wagons? Yeah, we'll steal it. Most likely that whoever owned that is dead, so... Destroy all enemy units, deranged cows will devour anything, swap any 2 units. Okay. Choose a rotting corpse and increase its counter by 1. Damage consuming unit by value of a counter. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Very strange, this. Very strange. Righty. So we just need them to eat a bunch of stuff. Okay. And we need to move the Scytheman out of the way. I don't really know. The hidden cow. Maybe it is. You know, I've tried so many times to get into the hidden cow level in Diablo, and I just fucking give up so quickly. Can never be bothered. Turn right, because you're in front of this one, move position to the right. And this one, move position to the left. Right. So how do I... How? What happens... That has no ability. That kills that. It does nothing. Does that make another corpse? It does. But now I whiffed it. Okay. Oh my god, he got all of his health back. Okay. Swap any 2 units. Does it want me to maybe heal them up a bunch? No, I can't imagine that's what it wants. Actually, it's probably not the worst thing in the world, is it? If we just move these along. That's a lot of health. Health for that thing to have, though. Right, so that'll kill that. Now we just need... Oh, are you serious? So now it won't move. Oh, you know what? I'm good. Can't be bothered. And it takes me out to the main menu, of course. Why wouldn't it? We don't really get anything for these puzzles anymore either. Except for like a little bit of gold. Some bits and pieces over there. Suppose we can have a look up here, see what's there. Yeah, I'm good. You get even less for a standard battle.
Broadhead now loomed before Meve and her force. Once famous for its glowing forges and clanking manufactories, the city now stood silent. Why, you might ask? Because Mahakam. Decades past, it had opened its gates to human merchants and dwarven arms, exquisitely crafted and not nearly as dear as those made by man. The caravans had simply stopped coming to Broadhead.
Right.
When its black-clad garrison spotted the Lyrians approaching, they'd hastily fled, left the city's gates open wide. Yet, they did not leave empty-handed. Their convoy comprising at least a dozen wagons loaded ostensibly to the hilt.
With what might they have fled?
With something damn heavy,
replied Gascon, squinting his eyes.
Look at this. 2 horses to pull each wagon, and the wheels cut deep into the road.
I thought that was fairly standard though. Two horses to a wagon. It's either going to be slaves or gold, neither of which we need, so we'll just take the city.
Just a few months past, 'twas we who fled the black-clad hordes,
said Meve, her tone and mien betraying disgust.
Now our roles stand reversed. We are the aggressor. Well, let them run, I say. And let all Rivia see Nilfgaard tuck tail, rather than face us in a fight.
The Queen strode towards the open gates, slowly, deliberately, wondering still what spoils the invader had carried off. Crumbling walls, shattered windows, rotted wood. Broadhead was bleak, a dull shadow of its former self. As the Lyrians entered, the somber townsfolk glared at the arrivals and uttered not a word. Meve resolved to address the crowd.
It's a bunch of Nilfgaardians again, isn't it?
Folk of Broadhead, you're free at last.
Look who it is!
The Nilfgaardian occupation is done.
That was the two peasants at the very beginning, I think.
Aye, and a new one starts now.
Oh no, I think these might just be leftover models.
Are you mad, man? Don't you recognize our banners? The Lyrian army stands before you.
Oh, I recognise banners. Served neath them as a sergeant 15 long years. And then I came back to my hometown. Know what I found? Hardship and squalor, your grace. All had gone to shite. On account of damn dwarves. Been flooding Rivia with their metal goods for years now. Us smiths don't so much as light their pipes in their foundries no more. You call yourselves the Lyrian army. Colours and banners confirm it. Well, what about your arms? Weren't forged in us fires, but in Mahakam's. By us worst foes. Hell, I even see some at knobheads in your ranks.
Oh, are we surprised? Another racist. Wow. Okay, you give me some arms that are superior to the dwarves, and I'll happily use them. Otherwise, shut the fuck up and leave me, peasant.
So what freedom's it you're giving us, your grace? Freedom to beg in common, not in Nilfgaard's mongrel tongue?
Beg? What are you on about, man?
There's no levy on goods from Mahakam. But without it, us workshops don't stand a chance. And ye, your grace, you wear their armour, bear their arms, and bring bearded bastards to our doorstep.
Oh, I'm tempted to flog him. But I feel like that would be seen as un-queen-like.
The dwarves are faithful allies. They help us because...
'Cause they've got something to gain. Simple as that.
Enough. Silence. Consider yourself lucky you've a merciful queen. I'd have had your head off by now. Move along.
The time came to leave Broadhead, so Meve summoned her advisors, eager to hear their counsel. They put forth ideas, many of merit, but the Queen would decide the city's future.
Okay. Invest in the city's failing workshop. So that's a lot of options right there. We have a whole two.
Meve knew she couldn't abandon the folk of Broadhead, leave them embittered, unsure of how to go on.
The time's come to bring hammer down on anvil again. Take this gold and show the North the value of Broadhead steel.
Even with the Queen's support, the craftsmen could not compete. The dwarves of Mahakam, the goods from their foundries, stifled the city's workshops in but a few months. Meve had gambled much, but gained naught in return.
See, what you do if you're in this situation, at least what I would do, is if the stuff you're making isn't selling in your hometown, export it somewhere else. Sell to the fucking Scoia'tael, I don't care. Stop whinging about, oh, they're so much better than us, we can't compete, woe is me. They're dwarves, for God's sake. That's what they were, like, made to do.
You must raise tariff on Mahakam and
Oh, fuck off. Your Majesty, some townsfolk have requested an audience. Their relatives made for the mountains of Mahakam not long ago in search of gold. They've since received no word back. They ask whether you know of their fate. I believe these gold seekers to be the same Rivians whom you caught thieving, then handed over to the dwarves. What should you tell their families? Yeah. What else? They are thieves, thus are being punished as such. There's another puzzle up here.
The wind howls like a ghastly apparition.
I can't help but think of that as a reference to The Witcher 3. Winds howling. That whole biscuit. Excuse me. Eliminate slave drivers, don't let any die, use your leader's ability. Okay. Get frustrated, quit after like 2 tries. Do not let any unit die. If this unit's power is higher than the slave's driver's, transform slave driver into a corpse. Set a unit's power to the equal to its left. And what's our ability? Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor.
The mist's gonna pass me those lovely earrings, or do I tear them off myself?
Okay. Jesus.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Setting unit's power equal to the units on its left. Oh, I fucked that up then, haven't I? On its left, and it's obviously on its right.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Yeah, it still doesn't help very much. Done this the wrong way. So if we put this
You can
here,
pay the toll in one of 2 ways. In silver
do
or in
that
blood.
one. Left, isn't it? Set a unit's power equal to the unit to its left. Put you there.
This harvest will be reaping black-clad heads.
There. Give 1 charge to the card on the right. Okay. Is high. So it has to be higher though. It can't be. It doesn't matter if it's equal. Equal don't mean shit.
Greetings. What is it?
Okay.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
No, I fucked that up too. I need... Jesus, okay. I think we're on the right track though. time is it? Oh, that's not too bad. So, go that again.
Stick 'em up, high as the clouds, now! You can pay the toll in one of two ways. In silver or in blood.
Okay. Then put you there.
Aye.
Oh. As you know, I'm not a huge fan of doing stuff over and over again, which is what these puzzles are. Constantly. And you there. Then boost this. And then end my turn. Do that.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
What was... I think it... There are a few puzzles that have multiple ways to finish them, like some of the more fun ones, but these ones, it's like you have to find the one specific way to beat it, otherwise you can't beat it. It's like you've got to play the cards in such a specific way. It's fun for like the first couple tries, but after that it's kind of like, I want this to be over now, and this reward better be fucking worth it. Which, to be fair, it sometimes is. Not always, but sometimes. So we'll do that.
Of course I'll manage. I paid a full week.
So he's got a charge now. Then we'll do that. Then that. Then we'll do that.
Pointy end upwards, right?
Oh. Didn't work. Okay. So I kind of had the right order, but not really. I think this has to go down first.
Spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
And then boost this by a bunch. And then...
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
Do that, maybe? Mark unit. What's this? To its left.
You can pay the toll in one of two ways. In silver or in blood.
It's got 12 health now. Then we can use that again. Because it's 21. Then do that.
Left, right, left. What now?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm over that. Ugh. Can't even let anything die, or it's just like, nope, you fucked it. Well, we'll be pretty close to the main. What I'm assuming is the end, anyway. Should be just up here, I think. I might just check and see if I can upgrade anything. I don't think I can. Oh no, I can upgrade a lot. But if anything's worth upgrading is the question. Not really. We don't need any of this. Especially that stuff. Ugh. Yeah, I think we're good. Does anyone want to chat? Nope. Okay. Your Majesty, the priestess who cares for this temple has in her possession a fragment of a magical object. Could prove useful to us, yet she refuses to part with it no matter the generosity of our offer. What shall we do? Just pay her. Dragon's Dream. That's a bomb. Oh yeah. And destroy 3 random enemies. Seize a bronze mutant enemy. Not bad, but still not fantastic.
Rivia Castle. Seems our journey nears its end.
There we go.
That end could yet prove tragic. We've daunting tasks ahead. Pride. It's all I ever felt pondering those walls. Yet now, to behold them from below, I truly do wish we hadn't built them so tall.
Bloody hell. 3.5 hours
The
for one
castle of
section.
Rivia now loomed before the Lyrians. Water surrounded it on 3 sides, and dual defensive walls studded with podgy turrets completed its perimeter. It was famously difficult to take, and had changed hands only once. A few months before, when traitors opened its gates to the Nilfgaardians.
That doesn't really count.
Foreign banners waved upon the walls. The Golden Sun and General Epdahi's crest on Rivia's walls. The walls of home. There was somber silence among the troops, the glee and pride of many triumphs suddenly gone. For each knew if the Queen ordered an assault, most would lie dead by sunrise.
What do you mean if? This is like the whole point of our journey.
Your Majesty,
began Reynard in a reassuring tone.
We needn't strike quickly. We've time on our side. To prepare would be wise. 2 months, I wager. Perfectly enough. We stop supplies from getting through. They'll capitulate, I've little doubt. Or at worst, be too weak to defend the fortress.
Reynard's reasoning was sound. There was no need for urgency. Meve had the upper hand for the first time in this war.
Yeah. Lay siege, cut off the castle of Rivia, withdraw.
These invaders have grown fond of Rivia Castle,
said Meve.
so let them stay and rot. Reynard, erect road barricades and guard posts between city and citadel. Gascon, seize all boats, barges, anything that floats. Stop anything from entering from the lake. Move!
Soon Rivia Castle stood isolated from the world outside its walls. All roads leading to it were blocked, impassable. Fishing boats, a cordon, embraced the fortress on Loch Escalot. The lanterns on their bows glowed like fireflies in summer.
That would be such a shitty fate, I feel like, being starved out. That would just be awful. You could just look over the walls and see all of them waiting. Oh, good. We're not getting that supply of bacon anytime soon.
Then, an emissary from the castle brought a message for the Queen. General Epdahi wished to meet, face to face, and half the way between the citadel and the Lyrian camp.
Well, well, some general,
smirked Gascon.
We've barely snapped the trap shut, yet he's already shaking in his knickers.
What is going on? I don't know if that's coming through, but the audio is like stuttering. I hope it's not coming through.
Meve proceeded to the meeting point without delay. A lone rider soon appeared on the horizon. He came adorned in rich black robes, their golden trim shimmering in stray sunbeams. She'd seen him before, in Edirn, through the megascope.
Might be my audio driver. Great. Fix that later.
You came as I requested. Good. Very good.
I couldn't possibly refuse such a courteous invitation, especially as compared to your previous missive. The art of diplomacy, you've improved your grasp.
But I could say the same of you. I was surprised, no, impressed, that you didn't have my messenger flogged, then beheaded.
It was tempting.
But please, we must set aside this bitterness. I'd like to formally welcome you to Rivia, dear Queen.
Such as it is. Look at the background, it's like all dead.
I see you've readily adopted the role of gracious host in my home.
In point of fact, I've grown fond of the castle. Fortifications impressive, atypical of the north. Not so your brave soldiers, whom we shall pick off like ducks. I pity them, in fact.
Dry your eyes, General. Rest easy. I've no plans for a quick assault. I shall first wait to hear the rumbling in your bellies.
Remarkable. You truly believe you can win this war?
Is he trying? It sounds like he's trying to psych us out.
I've not been in the north long, but have discovered something all the same. You don't grasp complex ideas. You know Nilfgaard is large, but your minds don't fathom its enormity. You see, for every army you defeat, another will come to take its place. One larger and better equipped than the one before. Even now, as we so pleasantly chat, Army Group East is en route to lift your siege.
I'd like to see them try.
Due to arrive tomorrow. And do you know what will happen when they do? They will crush you against your own castle's walls, like the maddening flea you are.
Go plow yourself.
Enough. I'll not be insulted, General, nor intimidated.
Then I wish you a splendid night, Majesty. Get some rest. You'll need it tomorrow.
Indeed I will. For with raised visor, I shall be at the fore, unlike you.
In my home, in the civilized world, a general commands his force. He does not rush and thrash about like some rabid hound.
You're not at home, General. You're in the north, in my home. But you're right, I will rest. While you should pray to all your gods that we don't meet amidst the fray.
I think he just said he's going to be sitting in his office, Meave.
Without awaiting a response from General Dahi, Neve pivoted and turned toward camp. Her pace was quick, despite a heavy heart.
Oh my god, we get to see our camp. Finally, actually. That's really cool.
As a rule, human fortifications aren't worth a pound of shield marshite. But this fort sure turned out alright for you. Blowing hell! Got no chance against these walls. Tricks to stay positive, isn't it, Your Majesty? Tricks to stay
Okay, you don't say anything.
Gonna be one hell of a night! Ah! Ah! Don't you dare sound the retreat, got it? My axe craves blood! Nilfgaardian blood! My axe...
How do you rouse the retreat in a card game?
Many will die today. Too many.
Yeah, probably. Like a lot.
Always darkest before the dawn. Let us hope. Let us hope.
Hey, puppy. I can't talk to the dog, unfortunately. Oh, there's no map either. Okay, so that's where I guess it starts. Let's see what's back here. I want to talk to everyone if we can. Not that they have anything particularly insightful to add, but it's nice. Oh, okay. Well, we can't go out that way. Solid for a camp. Yeah, it's they definitely fortified this pretty quickly, didn't they? Really quickly, actually. Oh, there they are. Catapults, tents, full-on walls. It's a lot of work done very quickly, although I suppose we do have a fair few people with us.
Maeve's closest advisors already awaited her in the command tent. In a few brief words, the Queen gave a report of the meeting, only with great effort masking the quavering in her voice.
An army, an immense one, approaches from the west. If we meet in open battle, we stand not a chance.
Damn it! Why did no one warn me?
Our scouts were discovered, captured. It must be that.
We must flee? Not at all heroic, I admit, but sure as hell better than being trampled into the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, it's preferable.
Easily said, but for a problem. Our force is chiefly infantry. The army that draws near includes cavalry, several regiments. We cannot hope to escape them. We cannot hope to hide.
What do you advise?
We've two options. Capitulate.
Out of the question.
Or take the castle. Tonight.
Suppose for a moment it's possible. Tell me how and at what cost. Are we to scale a mountain of comrades' corpses to reach the top of the wall?
That's awful.
I know we're at war and many die. But to command our troops to take that citadel is to condemn them to certain death.
Rivia's walls are unassailable, I fully agree. But there's more than one way to take any fort, and this fort too.
I think I like where this is going.
I know this citadel like no one else. I know its one potential weakness. The boat landing.
Wait. That narrowest of piers between the two turrets? The one where the fishermen would land?
The same. As I'm sure you recall, Your Grace, at that narrow pier's end stands a narrow door leading straight into the fortress. A small detachment could approach unnoticed, overwhelm any sentries, and get inside.
Jesus, it's absolutely pouring down with rain outside, and I can hear the wind whipping my house.
What then?
They would need to pass through the fort to the winch in the guardhouse. Open the gate for the rest of the force.
Reynard, I'll be honest. It sounds right mad.
Perhaps. But as options go, we have it alone.
And I'm to choose to send folk there? Most certainly to die.
You needn't choose anyone, for I volunteer. And will take only those willing to do the very same.
Oof.
Bloody wretched plan.
And you've a better one, do you?
Of course. I'll go instead.
Beg your pardon? I don't.
Face it, Reynard, you couldn't sneak past a corpse.
Oof.
Sound like a bloody
Ouch.
tambourine in that armour. Apart from which, you're Maeve's right hand. So you ought to be by her side when the fighting starts.
Gascon is definitely a lot more stealthy.
Firstly, Reynard, I'm grateful. Well done, my friend.
Thank you, Your Grace.
But truth be told, I did indeed hear you walking to the tent from the other side of camp. And yes, you know Rivia Castle better than anyone else. But the assault must transpire silently. Gascon will lead the force.
I mean, wouldn't you take off the armor, though?
Understood, Your Grace.
Cheers, Maeve. I'll try not to disappoint.
You won't, I'm sure. God speed you on your way, and please, try your damnedest not to die.
Gascon hand-picked his men, those most adept with daggers, not swords. Noiselessly, they glided through the dark toward the castle, the light of its lanterns blurred by the evening mist. Maeve watched anxiously as the boats glided away, her heart pounding in her ears. All depended on this mission. The fate of her realms, perhaps all the North, the lives of her troops, and her own. Now there was naught she could do but wait.
Good luck,
she whispered, gazing at the fortress walls, cloaked by the dark that seemed to surround all now. The Lyrians prepared for battle, their silence absolute, in darkness, illuminated only by the pale light of the moon. Maeve was restless. She paced nervously in a circular pattern, awaiting the signal they'd agreed upon.
Blast, it's taking long. Much, much too long.
Finally, a torch's faint glow appeared atop the towering walls. It disappeared, then glowed again, and one more time around. Meve leapt in the air, and as she did so, barely stifled a cry of utter joy.
They made it. It worked.
I don't feel reassured. There's something off about
Moments
this.
later, Lyrians in the hundreds burst from the trees. The Nilfgaardian defenders loaded their catapults and ballistae. They did so slowly, convinced the castle walls remained impenetrable. Then they heard chains grinding and
Oh, it
clinking,
worked!
and the sound sent shivers down their spines. Bewildered, they watched the main gate rise as the attacking force rushed forth. General Epdahi dispatched an elite unit to take back the winch at once. Yet he saw this was in vain and all was lost when Meve rode into the castle courtyard. Meve had begun the day known as a great warrior. Yet by night's end, legend was the cloak she wore. Her shield stopped powerful blow after blow as her blade found gaps in her foe's black armor. At first, Nilfgaardians scoured the fray in search of the Queen, hoping to prove great heroes. Soon, she was their chief scourge, and they began to flee before her blade that sung their death.
Retreat! Retreat!
What was this extraordinary vigor that surged through Meve? Naturally, she wished to liberate her castle and realm, drive off the invaders, defeat the arrogant General Epdahi. But in that moment, above all else, she longed to fight her way through to the guardhouse and bring Gascon's party relief.
Follow me! Move! Move!
Meve had expected the worst, a bloodbath, piles of corpses. Yet all in the guardhouse was eerily quiet and calm. The door to the winch room lay shattered, true, but this was the one sign there'd been any sort of struggle. What happened here? She thought. Cautiously, she entered, looking, searching for any trace of Gascon and his fighters. Instead, she spotted Willem, curled up in a corner, clutching his bloodied belly, his fingers not enough to stop all the holes. Meve tore off her cloak and went to stem the bleeding.
So, what the fuck happened here?
Willem. What happened here?
My wrongs. I sought to right them.
Wheezed the prince.
Please. Forgive me.
The young prince choked on this last word, did not manage to utter it, before his eyes went dull. Moments later, her men entered the room to find the queen kneeling, pounding the wall with her fists, her eyes flooded with tears. Willem lay motionless beside her, covered by her cloak. Gascon pushed his way through the other foot soldiers. He knelt beside the queen and whispered what had happened. His unit had not managed to reach the gate in time, but Willem had. Upon seeing Lyrian forces converging on the fort, the prince had rushed to the guardhouse and opened the gate himself. By the time Nilfgaardians closed it again, it was too late. The Lyrians were through.
We got denied our... We did! And as far as I'm concerned, too little too late, Willem. You deserve the several stab wounds. You bastard.
The queen rose, her fists clenched, her shoulders rigid, her knuckles white. Her face betrayed no sorrow, no despair, just rage, hot as a forge, immeasurable.
Now's not the time to mourn.
Seethed Meve, struggling to stay calm.
Now's the time for war, for slaughter, revenge. With victory today, we'll recover our home, return to our kin and set our blades aside at last. Yet until victory is ours, they must drink. Drink greedily of Nilfgaardian blood!
Alright, Kendo, we'll catch you later. I'm glad you at least got to see Willem dead.
The Lyrians were at the brink, near their breaking point. They'd followed me for thousands of miles, over snow-clad peaks, through forbidding swamps. They'd fought, survived countless battles at her side. And though their gazes were now weary, she knew they'd follow her into fire.
Your Grace, the Blackclads, they've holed themselves up in the upper keep. We went to breach the wall, alas to no avail.
Meve nodded, twirled her sword, then leapt upon a mount. Her eyes spoke pure determination.
So we'll bloody well try again.
There we go. I was wondering when the card battle will come in and rip me from my immersion. That's actually a decent
This
little...
is the end of Dahi. Do you hear me? I shall stick your head on a pike.
Oi!
Baru?
This could hurt.
This doesn't seem like it's going to be too much of a pain, but then I can see the 90 fucking cards he has stacked over there, which has me slightly worried that this is going to take a while. Another one of you. Another one of you.
Watch your heads.
Oh, good. Okay. I was expecting all of them to have like a death wish, basically. Thankfully I was wrong.
I must thank you. Your fortress has superbly solid walls.
Evil ass.
Oh good, he's got one of them too. God, I hope we have enough cards for this.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Although we can afford to play the slow game, I
Enough!
think.
I do not need to hear this. Kill her!
How am I supposed to win that? Are you fucking kidding me?
Tell me you jest.
The fuck am I supposed to do here? Guess we'll get these two out.
For you, pal, anything.
I'd hoped we could solve this some other
Yeah,
way.
he hasn't even done any damage to us yet. That's very annoying.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
I wonder how long we can keep this up for. Probably not very long. Did something of mine just die? We're actually not far off being able to win this thing. $40 points is a lot, but not too much. Who's got the lowest? Us, I think. And they've got the highest. Send him back. Get him back out again. Oh, and get this.
You sure about that?
Ah, good.
For the last!
We don't really need her out here just yet. I think we can swap that out for something else. Maybe Gascon and one of these.
Yeah! And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
That's the one for an eye from half a league away.
Oh, it didn't make the move. Oh, I chose the wrong row, that's why. Okay, nothing died, but we will win. Okay. Jeez, what a pain.
I'm surrounded by fools!
I'll do.
Catch! Moving! Need more!
Oh no. Damage gets boosted by 20. Okay, good. Thank Christ.
I smell a leak.
That's not good. See, he won't pass either, because he'll lose if he does.
I warned you.
Put this one down.
Archers, let it be night. Obscure the sun with arrows.
I am kind of tempted just to pass and move on to the next thing.
A dram or two, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
We'll do this first, though. Are you fucking serious? Whatever. I think we'll just pass in the next one.
Right.
Still out in front somehow.
Yeah, there we go. In time.
Fuck off. Yeah? Okay. So this is kind of like a all or nothing thing. Eloquently put, I know. No, I didn't mean to do that. My finger slipped. I can't really win that game, so he's getting like an insane amount of health just from that ability. It's bullshit.
What do you want of me?
Mahjong, mahjong.
Oh, that's in my deck. Nice. Grab this and one of those, I guess.
For the Queen! You mad? Don't say that! Alva!
Narin Yalde Kronfair.
Fuck's sake. Might as well just give himself a shit ton of health. Save me having a look at that animation every time.
Oh, Lady Margarita told us of this.
Of course, as you wish, master.
Without hesitation.
Ouch. I don't know if we're gonna win this. I really don't.
Off to the front yet again.
Wanna know why I got my scar?
That's a lot of health.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
Shit.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we lose. Jesus Christ. I literally don't have all night to be, like, slugging against this either. We've got about an hour, and then that's it. I can't. We'll have to come back to it. Alright, well, I'll be back. I'm just gonna duck to the bathroom. Okay. That may have to do for
This
now.
is the end, Ebdahi. Do you hear me? I shall stick your head on a
So usually you like kind of have to just outlast whoever you're versing when it comes to this stuff.
Watch your heads!
But he's got 90 cards in the deck and that's just fucking insane. I genuinely do not know how to deal with that.
Catch!
I must thank you.
Shut up.
An army's a waste of time for one like me.
Eddard Fane!
That's such a shitty ability as well. What ability could we use that'll annoy people the most? Oh, I know.
I hoped we could solve this some other way.
Left, right, left, right.
Enough! I do not need to hear this. Kill her!
We passed already. Okay, that gives her a big chunk of hell. Alright. We're tired. We're just gonna have to let Isabel go then. Fuck! Alright, that's fine. We definitely used less cards this time around. It does give us a bit more of a chance to just kind of try and outlast him. Maybe. But I don't know how. There's just so many cards to have to deal with. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna get blown out of the frickin' well, something pretty quickly. Oh, do we not have any more stray bombers? Shit. Look at that. And look at this then.
I smell a leak.
What do you want of me?
Not really what I wanted, but that's fine.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
What's this one? This is immunity. Okay, that doesn't really matter for us. Ooh. We might steal that spotter actually. Because he's got a lot of cards. Can I not? Why? Please tell me why I can't do that. Okay, good. I'm glad.
We got a job to do.
Oh good, we get something out of that. Or not.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Lovely. Shit. Is it just because it's a gold card? I mean, it doesn't really look gold, but maybe it is. Wait, does it only do 1 damage?
Archers, let it be night. Obscure the sun with arrows.
Yeah, whatever. So annoying.
Something from nothing. It's exactly what I do.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Her Majesty is exceptional.
We've got 7 health left. I wonder if we can let that go down a little bit more and then turn this thing. Can I even target? I can. Okay, good. That'll get rid of that thing forever. Hopefully. Unless he's got like 4 more stashed away somewhere. Which is very possible. How are you supposed to beat that? Get you and you.
For the Queen!
What's a helmet if not a pot turned over?
Guess we get this. Oh, perfect. Though not the best version of that card, still not bad.
You sure about that?
Jesus. Okay.
Death is only the beginning!
So we can keep this going for a bit. I just don't know if this is going to play in our favor. Probably won't. Ouch. I think that's about as low as it's going to get. I'll bring that one down too. And we'll use this. Get rid of that. That does that. I don't really want to take any of his cards just yet. 2. that. Get rid of him again. Get him the field medic.
A drab of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Do that. Put you down.
You must sweat like a swine.
Oh
in that
yes,
jacket.
good. I was hoping it would be
Make
this spell.
love, not war.
Let's get them all down low. It's more beneficial for us if they're down low rather than dead. So, I think there's a limit to how many times you can use your relics from the graveyard. I don't really know. How much space do we have? Not a whole lot. What does this do? Not really worth getting. That has the most health. I don't want to get it just because it's got the most health, though. Yeah, we have so few cards left. Get him and that.
Wait, you're serious? God save the Queen!
Jesus. Right, that's pretty much all I can do. So hopefully it's enough, though I doubt it will be. If he runs out of cards, we'll be okay too. But I literally think that he's probably got one of those cards just like replacing other cards, if you know what I mean. Just to make sure that he doesn't run out of cards. As in the computer's cheating. Because that's like the third one he's played of those. And this fucking thing is getting old pretty quickly.
Off to the front yet again.
That is such a shitty ability. Fuck sake. Not exactly the greatest in the world. We can still use that though.
Order will triumph! It must triumph!
Fuck off.
again and again.
There's barely any cards left in my deck to
That was
do
nothing
that
to spell,
stupid little thing from.
How's the thing, all right?
As you wish, my lady.
There we go, that'll do.
This could hurt. Watch your heads.
It won't though. I don't think that'll do anything either. Because it's a boss, or it's immune, or whatever.
Now, how did that incantation go?
Oh, lucky me.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Ouch. Yep, that's all I can do. I don't think I can beat him like that. I also don't really know what else to do. What the fuck? Well, this is just a bunch of people stroking their own dicks, which is always fun. Saying how easy the game is. I mean, that's nice for them. Just trying to see if there is... I don't think there's a strategy to it. I just think it's like a get good kind of thing. Right. I think... Ugh, we're gonna go through all that again now. If we get one of these... we get this. Upgrade our recruit cat to that. So now we have more. A lot more, actually. And just try and overload our deck. And be as quick as possible. Damage self by 2 and enemies by 3. I mean, that's not terrible. We'll put all those in. Those would probably be helpful. What do these do? Move 2 units with the same power to the other. No, it's fine. I think we're going to put like 10 of these things in. You already own all the copies of this card you need. Right. We're putting all of those in. And what else? What else? What else? What else? I think that's pretty much all we can do. Oh, do we have to make the decision again too then? Thankfully it was only the one card battle. Which I'm guessing is it's the reason why you only have to do the one because it's tough as nails.
Suppose I know.
Rivet. I know.
Wait.
The set a small.
What the?
They would
Raided.
Perhaps.
And I'm
You need
bloody.
and you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Fed apart.
firstly.
Thank you.
But truth be told, and
Under
cheer.
You were God's
Gat me, the lyric fine moment then. Me. What? Meve?
villain.
Gas the queen, the lyrian.
Hopefully we don't have to do that too many times. Yikes. I would actually prefer like a puzzle here, I think. That would be more sort of appropriate. For me, anyway.
To the last!
Oh good, the music's overlapping again too. That's my favorite when that happens.
Very glad!
Hmm.
I must thank you. You're
That is going to drive me absolutely batty.
What a as of poison.
Oh shh! I didn't just send Isabel to the graveyard, did I? That would suck.
You mad? Don't say that! This could hurt.
enough. I do not need to hear this. Kill her.
Three, 2, and 1. That'll do what? 6 damage, which takes it down to 54. Ugh. God, that's annoying. so annoying. Oh, that thing just keeps getting its health back, doesn't it? Okay. Thank you. Not great at all. I think our only option is to just try and play our entire deck in this turn, pretty much. That's all I can really think to do. Otherwise, we're not going to have enough cards to compete with that. He just has too many. Way too many.
Watch your heads!
And we'll get another one of each of those, I think. One of you, and one of you. See, the more... see, Isabel isn't even that helpful in this one either. Because if she destroys a whole bunch, yeah, they're gone, but then they just get replaced. Although I do want to get rid of that one.
Barbarians.
What do you want of me?
Farmahagam!
How does he keep getting the same card? Can I even take any of them? Oh wow. It's better than nothing, I guess. You couldn't go for that one? Guess that would have been too much of a pain. Okay, that is insane. Shut up. He still has relatively few cards out, which is surprising, actually.
What's a helmet if got a pot turned over?
Again and again and again.
I mean, that's not great. Can go up there. So we can put here. How do I want to do this? I'm gonna need him away anyway. We can do that in a second. Let's put you back. Isabel can't really help us at the moment. You can, and you can as well.
March on, march on.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans.
Oh my god, that's so annoying.
For the Queen!
A drab of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Her Majesty knows what she's doing.
Alright, then we can use this again. And that one. You again. I mean, not terrible.
It's not too late to walk away.
Take you away again. Put you back and get... maybe this.
Hey, hey, don't toss that, it's perfectly usable.
Criminal spy. Go there. And this can go down here. So now it's kind of doubled up.
Draw and cast down!
Do I want to? Do I want to kill? I think I do. Why so many spies?
We got a job to do.
For you, pal! Anything.
That's all I can do, really. I hope that's enough. Which I don't think it will be. No. Fuck.
I warned you.
What even is that health? My god. So he doesn't have to last that long either, he just has to go till he's got more than 9 and then he can just pass. What are you supposed to do against that? Why do they have so much health? I don't know if we can beat this. I really don't. I just don't think we have the cards for this. Like, they just has so many of these massive units that have so much health. Like, there's 56 in his graveyard, whereas 2 whenever an enemy unit appears on the range row. So yeah, it's just going up and up and up and up through the match, which leaves me with next to nothing really. I don't have that long left either.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Right.
Tell me you jest.
Really?
Can't take it anymore.
Doesn't help. Not even slightly.
Of course, as you wish, master.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Off to the front yet again.
For fuck's sake. This is what this game has been. This entire time has just been like, we get to a certain point and then this happens. I have to get rid of that music though. Holy shit. I just turn the music down a little bit. Online mode is disabled. Good. I literally don't think we can deal with that many cards. We don't have, our cards aren't very good. It's kind of a bit of whim how we've won. I'll look up and see if there's like, I don't know, a specific deck we can try and make. Okay. See this? It's ridiculously easy once you've got a decent card collection. Well, unfortunately for us, we do not. Final battle walkthrough is 20 minutes long. I'm not I'm not looking at that. Is this going to tell us how to beat it? Because of this, it's advised to deal damage to as many cards as possible without killing them. Okay. I just... If you do not draw fusing Manticore Trophy. What does the Manticore Trophy do? I don't even know if we have that. Manticore Trophy. We don't. Yeah, we missed. Must have missed something somewhere. I don't really know what to do. If you don't have sausage, he's not interested. Okay, cool. How is it? What else can we build? None of it really helps us, though. That's the only thing. Like, we don't use any of these cards. We'll give it another go, but I'm not entirely opposed to just looking up the end online.
Meave's closest advisors already.
Damn it!
Blah 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 blah
What do you want?
We've two
Out of the
or
Suppose for a moment it's possible. Tell me how and at what cost. Are we to scale a mountain of comrades' corpses to reach the top of the wall? I know we're at war and many die, but to command our troops to take that citadel is to
I think I know.
Wait.
The say a small what they would need raid perhaps.
And I'm
you needn't bloody and you of course beg your pardon.
Fake apart.
Firstly, Reynard, I'm grateful. Well done, my friend.
Thank you, you.
But truth and
cheer.
You are God's.
Gascon, Meave watched anxious. The Lyrians finally. Moments later, Lyrians in the hundreds burst from the trees. The Nilfgaardian defenders loaded their catapults and ballistae. They did so slowly, convinced the castle walls remained impenetrable. Then they Meave. What? Meave?
Villain.
Gask, the Queen rode. The Lyrian.
Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only person who thinks this, but a lot of people said that this fight is what ruined the game for them. Which I'm not super surprised by. Because it's a shit fight. It's just like a weirdly out of place one. Okay. Sure, that'll do.
This is the end, Ebdahi. Do you hear me? I shall stick your head on a pike.
Blah fucking blah.
Evil ass.
I must.
Shut up. So I think we're just going to try and... We'll try and win this one without using our pitfall traps and our... stuff and things. So we can save them all for the next round, where we can just kind of stack them on top of each other.
Mahjong.
Hellcats out!
I'm already tired of this.
For the Queen! Enough! I do not need to.
Jesus. Okay, so he passes by like the third time anyway. Third turn, sorry. He's gonna do a shit ton of damage with those assassins.
We got a job to do.
There's not much I can do about that. There may be, actually.
God save the Queen! For the last!
Bigger they are, easier they are to tap.
Of course, but they can't do damage to me now. Fuck, just the sheer amount of armor on these things is insane. Sure. Really should change that card out, I think. So we're not really in a better position there, I'll be honest. Not at all. Oh god. That's fine. Okay, I guess we just try and stack these up as much as we can. I don't know. This is all we can really do, I think. This will have to be our last attempt though. I've got to go very, very, very soon. Thankfully this fight isn't lagging like a lot of the other ones were.
Watch your heads!
I need to stop putting stuff in the ranged row too. Oh shit, I completely forgot my train of thought then. So we need another one of these and grab one of these as well.
Catch!
Ah, fuck's sake. We do have the lowest as well. I might save that for one of the big boys. So that's 6 damage every time someone goes onto that row. Or either row, sorry. Which still isn't enough. Like, they just have so much fucking armor and health. It's ridiculous. No, see, that just puts that there, and I have no control over that.
What's a helmet if not a pot turned over?
So we got him. Something that can give us cards is probably a good idea too.
A dram of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as new.
Tell me you jest.
Farmahagam!
Have them done in a jiffy.
Get rid of that fucking thing.
Left, right, left, right. I warned you.
Oh, he got a massive chunk of health back. Good.
Doubt I'll ever pay off these school loans. As you wish, milady.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is so little points. It's nowhere near enough.
Yes?
My god.
Archers!
And I just have to pass. Okay, great. Didn't quite go as well as I would have liked.
Off to the front yet again. Quiet, or the Commissar will hear.
I'm only just hanging on here, and it's not by much. It is all luck, literally. And it's even not that, it's not even that good.
Off to the front yet again.
Oh my fucking god. Alright. Well, we're pretty much fucked anyway. He's still got 70 cards left. And I pretty much have to go. So we're just going to look up the ending. Yeah, which sucks, but I don't care anymore. I really don't. What is this? Well, we can't really do that either, because of all like the decisions we make. We'll just have to do like a really short stream one day, and fucking try and finish that fight. Is there a way? Can we change the difficulty? I have to go now. What the fuck just happened? My mouse is like super sensitive now. There we go. I'm not above switching the difficulty just so we can change it. It's in the first tab of the settings menu. No, it isn't. Maybe it's in game. Yeah, okay. So adventure is easy. Right, we'll just have to do that next time. I've got to go. So, smack on 8:30. Alright, well, sorry that's a bit of an anticlimax. We'll finish that off next time. That has almost ruined the game for me, I'll be honest. That's a kind of massive difficulty spike, just for the sake of a massive difficulty spike. Which I don't like. I don't like the hard for the sake of being hard. It just makes me angry and annoyed. But anyway, that's fine. We might do... I'm working pretty much solidly all week. Maybe tomorrow. We'll just finish it off and switch to something else after that. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Sorry I got so grumpy. It's a common occurrence these days. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or night, whichever it is. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow when we finish this steaming pile of doo-doo off. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.